Hey guys, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. We are today trying to zero in a rifle. Well, technically I guess you say it's a pistol. It's a AR pistol. What you see in front of you is a little shoot and see target that is about 50 yards away. With my buddy Clint, some rifles. Well, one true rifle, one true 308 rifle, and the other was our AR-15 pistols. He's trying to get sighted in and zeroed from the 50 line. So right now he's a little bit closer towards the target, putting some rounds on paper to kind of gauge how much he needs to adjust the sights when he gets back to the 50 line. This is one of the more fun things to do at a range, is troubleshooting your sights, getting them dialed in to where you want them. Of course, practicing and training is fun too, but it's always a fun time to zero in those sights and get them exactly where you want them. So we can see the flat little line of hits right there. Now we're back at the 50 line. We'll load some more in and let's see where we're dialed in at. You gonna go for the center chest, or are you gonna go for one of those at the top? Huh?
The dots, small dots.
Which one, left or right?
Right dot.
Right dot. Okay. So now we're back at the 50 line, or 50 mark, I guess you could say, because what you're seeing is at the 50 line. I'll get on the battle rifle and see what I can see through my scope, or his scope that I'm using. Don't want to call it mine because it's not mine. Wish it was mine. Very nice scope. I don't see anything in it.
Alright. We go to the head.
Alright. Shoot him in the head. Yeah. You ever seen Blank Man? I don't know if I saw wood flying.
Potentially.
Oh, there it is. I see her on the top of the head.
Top of the head?
Yeah.
That's what I figured, because when I walked it in, I was close.
Yeah.
So
On the very
back.
on the top of the head, to the left some.
Top of the head to the left?
Yes. It's like right on top of the head. I mean, it's...
Alright.
He would have knocked his cowboy hat off if he was wearing one.
Same spot?
Yep. You see that one?
See what?
Do you see the hole?
Yeah, it looks a little low.
Yeah, it's so you got two rings that are on the outside of the red. You're right on that most outer ring, touching its border on the outside of it.
The right dot.
You going for the right dot?
Yep.
That one is above the dot, probably by a couple inches or more. It's out in the yellow field. That's right on top of the black.
What's the windage look like?
It is to the left of the vertical cross line.
Okay.
So yeah, it's right on the edge of the black. And it's really right to the side of the vertical line. To the bottom of the dot, outside the black, maybe in half an inch.
Left or right?
It's to the left, not by much. Maybe, again, half inch from the left, half inch down. Approximately, maybe an inch. I don't know. Sometimes my gauge of...
Alright, I'm going to start trying to shoot the red dot in the center again.
Okay. The chest or the head?
Chest. Kind of see what's already there.
Yeah, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see 7 holes already in the body. That one is to the right of the dot. It's on the
I got it, I see it.
okay. That's in the red, right above the crosshair.
Pulled it.
Gotcha. In the red, directly below the crosshair. In the red, closest to the top one.
Alright, switching the red dot. Battle Sight 0, the red dot. I'll pop it real quick. Alright. Red dot, top left circle.
Roger. That might be on the border of the board itself, or the target itself, in the white.
Okay, I'm going to shoot the bottom right corner of the target. No, the bottom left corner of the target.
You want to shoot for the bottom left corner?
Or bottom right corner, sorry.
Bottom right corner where the little logo thing is.
Let's go hang a new target.
Alright. It's a nice scope.
Yeah, I like it for what I paid for it. It's a remanufactured one.
Alright, so as you can see on camera, that the rounds have been putting closer into the red, and I'll have to adjust the camera a little bit so that we don't put our buddy on film. He's a secret squirrel. He can't be on camera. Down and out. Zoom back out. Whoop. Now, yep. So this is what we're banging today. It's a nice little gun. This is what I'm spotting with. It's a monster. Very nice. How much? Alrighty. Now, so camera doesn't always give the justice of being able to gauge distance, but you can kind of Get an idea of where we're at. Going out to the target, zooming in. Now this thing will focus. Sometimes this thing is not the greatest at focusing.
Alright. Center mass shot.
Center mass shot. Let me get the camera zoomed in. In the neck.
Neck?
Yeah. Yep, in the neck.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right, right to the border of his neck.
Okay.
To his right, or on his left neck to your right. Into his shoulder area. He's gone down some. So one of the cool things about a 50-yard zero is you will be dead on, just the same as when you are at 50 at 200 yards. You are still to the right. However, that is right on top of the little yellow crosshair in the middle of the red. Like if you draw a line across the top of the crosshair inside the red,
yeah,
like it would probably be floating right on top of it. Now with 50, when you zero rifle in at 50, and between 50 and 200, when you get to 100 and 150, you don't have that much of a same elevation. Windage is still to the right. In between 50 and 200, the bullet's trajectory doesn't change a whole lot. It changes some, but if you were to put a target at 50 yards, put a target at 100, put a target at 150, and then your 200-yard target, and you cut out a hole in the center of that target, and you can aim through all those targets at the one at the 200. Your bullet will go through all those targets in the center and not have much deviation. Same elevation to the right, to your right.
How far to the right?
It looks like it went a little bit further out, going into his arm. Whereas if you use something like a 25-yard range, or I'm sorry, 25-yard zero, if you try to do that same little trick shot, you'll see a hole develop within the outside of that hole within those targets around the 100. I think it's about the 100-yard mark. You'll see where the round trajects upwards. You'll see a hole form in the paper versus going straight through all the holes or the cutouts. One, two, three, four, five. I only see 5 holes. I don't think there's a new one there. Now when you do your 50-yard zero and you're wanting to hit something at 300, all you gotta do is elevate your sights just a little bit. So you're wanting to shoot somebody in the head. I'm sorry, you want to shoot somebody in the chest. You just put that sight between the chest and the head. Bring it up just a little bit, and that round will land in the center of their chest. That's gone down on elevation some. It is below the red, and it's actually further out right now. You're getting close to border of the black silhouette.
Weird.
Closer to the red, you're on the bottom right corner of the red.
So I'm in the red now?
No, you're right outside the red, like right outside it on its border. To the left, second ring. In the red, bottom left, on the border. Almost same spot, but it's right outside of that line.
All right, top right. Dot.
Top right. To the left bottom, black. To the bottom right, closer to the red. Reload. So what are some of the reasons why you want to choose 50-yard zero over a 25?
It's just for most practical applications, non-military applications. 50-yard zero is a flatter trajectory for the 5.56 223. Less deviation of error. Most people aren't going to be shooting, 1, 2, 300, 400 yards plus, where a 25-yard zero would pay dividends. So the 50-yard zero is actually what I prefer for home defense or for just self-defense kind of distance when it comes to 5.56 223. It's flatter. You don't have to think about it. The more you think, the more the chance that you're going to mess up in a violent encounter, where you just put the dot or put your sights on target and press the trigger, and things should happen. Your results should.
Have you seen somebody do that trick shot where they take different cardboard targets and they set one at 50 and they set one at like 75 and 100 and 150 and then two, and they cut out a little box within the target, and they set the targets up to where you can, when you look through the first one, you see through them all, and when they fire that round off, of course, it's going through the holes or the cutouts within those targets. You don't see a hole appear anywhere else within the target, but then you hear it hit at the end when they put the steel up.
I've seen something similar to that. I've seen people basically not a target at the end, but set blank cardboard at different distances. And with a rifle that's identical rifles or very similar identical rifles, zeroed at 25 and zeroed at 50, or even zeroed at 100, and what their trajectory path is
So
different.
you just see the holes and where they go up. That's
right.
Cool.
And it's and they'll mark it. Hey, 25. This is a 25. This is a 50. This is a 100. A 100-yard zero is actually a really good zero for the 5.56 as well, because it's basically from 100 and in, you just point where you need it to go.
Yeah.
But the bullet, it starts to drop tremendously after that. Not tremendously. I think my holdover for a 500-yard shot is right at like 20 some odd inches. For a 400-yard shot, it's 20 some odd inches, something like that. 18, 20 inches.
Cool. I get some time one day. I need to get some cardboard targets and replicate that nice little representation.
All right.
All right. Which one?
Left target. Top left.
Gotcha. Top left in the black, close to the red.
Alright, 3-round group.
Top right in the bottom left. Right on the border of the red and the black to the top right.
Are they all pretty close together?
Yeah, they're pretty close together. I don't know. Let's see here. So this one, how big is that dot?
Circumference was 3 inch maybe?
3 inches.
Alright, so they're all in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't make an adjustment from that. But
Going for the head.
yeah.
Nothing. Nothing. Oh, you're still on the left. Okay. I was looking at the head. I'm like, what the fuck? There's nothing there.
There should be 3 new holes.
Yeah.
One, the last one I jerked.
Yeah, I see them all to the left there.
Alright, I'm gonna send a couple at the head. And then
Yeah, I was watching the head. I'm like,
3 rounds to the head, and
what happened?
I think she's zeroed.
Bottom left, right outside the bottom left, right outside the bottom right.
It's a 10.5-inch gun, so I'm not expecting it to be a sniper rifle. It's good enough for government work.
I'm from the government. I'm here to help you.
So they say.
Alright, so for those of you who are watching those dots at the left and the right, I'm going to zoom the camera out. And I'll show one that's way up close up here. Alright. So, use something that everyone can get a better understanding of what size is about. Should have brought my, I need to keep my little evidence ruler in my bag so I can take pictures. Alright, so here's the targets. Here's a dollar bill, and this is the dot, of course, that you saw that we were shooting at. And of course, here's the head. So at 50 yards, you saw these rounds landing all on the side here, which, again, like we said, we're not making a sniper rifle. We're just making a good work weapon, either for self-defense or for other purposes. Alright, so I'm going to conclude this video for the day, and if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, leave them in the comments section below. Alright, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. If you like this, give it a share. And again, like I said, if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, leave them in the comments section below, and we'll get back to you. Have a good day.